What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my new video. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. I'm gonna to try an interesting topic about my high school previous experience that I had where I was studying my degree, but not properly my degree, but my bachelor in my high school, Paris College, San Pedro Claver, located in Fontion. Okay, before starting the video, what have you been doing during this time? I have been learning more vocabulary words because I don't want to repeat the same words in future speeches because for me it's an essential part to keep a good conversation with many people around the world, especially close to me. In this case, near my neighborhood, near to the city of Bogota, Colombia, which contains many places to meet new people, to interchange your ideas, and to share amazing experiences in the future. Always remember them when you have the opportunity to remember them together with your family members, future boyfriends, girlfriend, but it depends what kind of person prefers to do every day. So guys, what have you been doing? My pleasure again. If you haven't seen them before, I want to introduce myself. My name is Carlos Suaro González Pelufo. I studied business administration. I studied in Paris School San Pedro Claver, located in Fontibon. I went in 2016 together with my classmates. I'm looking for a new job yet. Obviously, I have presented to many interviews, but I haven't passed yet. I hope to find the best opportunity for you by improving my English. But in these cases, it's important to memorize what were your previous memories that you like to remember in the future related in your high school. I'm gonna to try different experiences that happened to me when I studied that amazing experience. And let's start. I'm going to talk about the previous behaviors. Guys, it's time to talk. Guys, my famous experience was the last one. I used to be shy all the time. I didn't have any friends who helped me with my difficult situations, with my problems that I had during my life because I didn't understand how to solve them very well. Some teacher used to practice more vocabulary in English. In this case, I'm going to talk how was our English in high school. Teachers didn't used to teach us how to speak in English correctly, always all the time. Verb to be, grammar, or some cases reading, but not properly how to speak in public. Some cases maybe twice during the week with our own voice, but not properly how to speak, how to identify the language. This was our experience. What did you choose this experience, guys? This is a good question that I was wondering with myself because I understand that it's important to practice a language by contains in your own hands. Maybe how does it word sound? That word contains many sounds. Try to pronounce it this one by using different ways. Some cases we say, for instance, we say museum, different pronunciation. We didn't understand how to pronounce a specific word in high school. Now, guys, when I studied English in Smart Academy, was a good academy because teaches us how to pronounce correctly each word, how to understand different languages, or in this case, in British English, American English, Australian English, what kind of English around the world, or by depends on you what language would you like to learn. I prefer to learn English in some cases and between Italian, French, or German. I'm not sure exactly what is going to be the third language that I would like to study in the future, but I consider that is the same rule. Try to think in English in my case, not to repeat the same words, not to overthink your mind. Try to measure the little things that you do currently by using English and you will create your vocabulary without thinking about. In this case, was the best way for improving my English. That helped me to understand the word, to practice English with myself with native people. But not properly native people, guys, until not there. But I would like to practice with them because they have had no preparation in different foreign courses. They have taken foreign courses in different countries, would be the United Kingdom, the United States. Sorry, this because I wanted to tell you this experience. Another experience in my high school was my classmates didn't help me with my problems. They used to think about solving their problems but not properly mine. Why? Because I used to be shy as I told you at the beginning of the video. I didn't know how to begin a new conversation. I didn't help my problems or my family or my best friend when they needed to me. Was in some cases we used to have many homeworks every day. Sorry, the teacher doesn't have many homeworks. We didn't know how to do them very well. We needed some help with our parents. Maybe if you remember something, if you needed to make makeups with your hands by depending by this case circulatory system, respiratory system, in biology classes. Biology classes was my favorite class or my favorite subject, but it depends what you like to say. But in this case, in some cases, it's the same. I used to read many biology books. Biology books, you remember, we made many experiments at the laboratory. Laboratory was a good space to create many experiments related with excretory system, especially kidneys. There's some organelles in our cells. Was a great idea. Paris School San Pedro Claver was bigger than our school, because contains many rooms, many classrooms, really with good teachers. Good teachers help me with my problems, but the most difficult teacher they had with my high school was my Spanish teacher Diego. Why my Spanish teacher Diego? Because they didn't want to me. I didn't understand why they didn't want to me. He didn't want to me the teacher Diego Jimenez. If you remember something, he didn't help me with my problems. He used to look at me as blank face. They used to be angry all the time with me. They didn't know what did I did with him. But in some cases, some teachers had the prefer different preferences, especially for their students. Maybe Dulce, or maybe some cases. I didn't have a good friend who helped me with my problems. I had to find good person or good people who helped me with difficult situations, who helped me to improve my English, who helped me to follow my dreams every day without matter. Without I don't mind helping others independent future consequences, because for me it's essential part to help all kind of people that I see are me independent. If someone tells me something, if someone thanks to me, but whatever kind of going to happen, it's essential part for me. Another part I have seen in high school is bullying. Why bullying? Bullying is a dangerous element that many people, especially teenagers between 14 and 15, kick someone. I have seen that many men kick a girl. Kick a girl is very difficult for me. I don't forgive when someone kicks a girl, because kicks a girl for me no matter. I used to ask the question, what's the matter with her? What did she do with you? I don't really happening now. In some cases, guys, always live in peace. Is if someone is different than us, try to be more tolerant. If you talk about more tolerant, you won't get better results in the future. In this case, try to improve our tree society, because tree society is being destroyed due to many problems about social relationships, love relationships. Be careful. This was my favorite experiences. And do you remember, guys, when we went to Cartagena in October 2016, exactly 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago, because it was on October 2016. But exactly the year, obviously, Cartagena has been the most amazing experience during my life, because I understood how's the important people around you. People were very important in our tree society, because in my case, they show with me many amazing moments. And I'm not sure exactly what's different moments about in Cartagena, because I hadn't gone to Cartagena since when we were in 2009 to 2016, exactly 7 years ago. I didn't go to Cartagena. It was the most amazing experience in my life, and I keep them remember something. When we were in Cartagena, when we were talking on the disco, we danced every day with many people, especially I drank many beers together. It was an amazing experience. I want to forgive with me, with myself, especially with myself, with ourselves. I want to ask you forgive me, because my behaviors weren't correctly, and I want to change them by using different resources, not to avoid to repeat the same activities all the time. I'm improving my English, my pleasure again, Dulce, who is in Australia since 2022, and different people, my best friends. Always I remind our always I remind our the sporting, and different moments. Guys, my pleasure again. If you have any questions about a specific topic, if you like to tell me something about an important anecdote in your life, you have any questions, it's important to keep in touch every day. Every day, sorry, because it's a good idea to build our social circle and to repeat the same, to avoid to repeat the same activities or both attitudes that we had in the past, exactly maybe last 5 years, last 4 years, 3 years ago when we were in 2024. Oh, no, properly to 2021 exactly. Whatever time, year, guys, it's important to forgive ourselves, to realize our sins, what were our mistakes when we're talking about. It's important to think how to treat good treat other person. That person allows me to understand the world. That person is very special for me, because she helped me to understand how my previous behaviors they had in my past, and I wanted to change it every day in the past. Obviously, when we have a good opportunity, guys. For that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can tell me. Don't forget to give me your thumbs up and your comments below, to follow my social networks. I appear on Facebook, Instagram as Carlos Faro Gonzalez Pelufo or Carlos Gonzalez Pelufo, would like to tell me. And my YouTube channel, Speaking in English with Carlitos. Guys, I hope to see you next opportunity, a very special hack.